What's going on, Renzo gang? How y'all feeling? This is another Wrestlelamia joint. Now, this one is titled Chelsea Green, getting death threats, you know, tribute to Hogan. A show was canceled and Alexa Bliss injury. Hmm. Now, I did see the incident with Chelsea Green, the comment that she made on Twitter. And at the end of the day, guys, that's her opinion. So you cannot sit up here and get mad because she has an opinion about something. I mean, I'm not gonna get into the whole Hulk Hogan thing. I'm not finna get into all of that because I ain't like I said, I don't want no negativity on my stuff. So if you're gonna be negative, excuse yourself. I'm not playing with none of y'all with that negativity. We're not doing that on this channel. We're not doing that. So, so I'm just gonna not say too much on Hulk Hogan's situation, but you know, outside of wrestling, I wasn't a fan of Hulk Hogan. I'm gonna just say that, but inside of wrestling, he was responsible for the Monday Night Wars, and if we didn't have him, we wouldn't have had NWO. And the year that he actually, went heel, that was the year that I was born, and I think it was the same month I was born in July, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like outside of wrestling, not a fan of him, but inside of wrestling, I respect what he did for the business. So we're just gonna leave it at that. And for Chelsea Green to get death threats, like y'all have got to chill out. Like I said before, like we have the wrestling has toxic fans. Wrestling fans are very toxic. I'm gonna just put it to you like that. And Alexa Bliss an injury. Oh man, I hope not. But with that being said, Renzo game, we're just gonna dive right on into this. So before I do, hope everyone's had an amazing day today. I love y'all. Let's get on into this Wrestlelamia, baby.
What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's
We the
edition of
ones.
SmackDown as a paid tribute to Hulk Hogan, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Chelsea Green receives death threats for Hulk Hogan tribute, Alexa Bliss gets busted open badly, WWE cancels Tony Hinchcliffe, Alberto El Patron forced to leave AAA, Maven apologizes, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily
Alberto El
wrestling
Patron,
videos, follow us
what
on
do you do
Facebook for
now?
exclusive lists. Also check out our new
Good
videos
Lord.
on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story.
And Maven, what do you apologize for? What did you do?
As always, we won't recap the matches, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number one, a touching tribute to the Hulkster. The reports of
It was a
WWE
nice
directing
tribute.
its staff to focus on a Hulk Hogan tribute.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That tribute was nice when I watched it last night. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a nice tribute.
Appeared to be true, at least judging from the touching tribute WWE managed to put together just a day after his passing. WWE delivered a first-class presentation covering Hulk Hogan's many accomplishments to the wrestling industry and pop culture, showing why Hulkamania will live forever and WWE's production team is world-class. It was great to have wrestlers all on the stage for the tribute, including Tommaso Ciampa, who forgot to wear a shirt. Also props to Bo Dallas for keeping kayfabe, as he came out in the tribute in full gear. Now, the tribute was definitely something special to close friend Jimmy Hart, who's been Hogan's sideman for about 40 to 50 years. You can see that Jimmy Hart is devastated by the loss. Number 2, Bliss vs Perez Magic. Now, things are heating up with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss's quest for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. A quest that paused for a brilliant bout between Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez, arguably the best young female talent to come through WWE in a long
Yeah,
time.
Roxanne Perez been putting
reminded
in work.
fans why she's considered a prodigy, and with Bliss as her opponent, fans knew they were in for a treat. Needless to say, they weren't disappointed as this match hinted at what should be a fantastic tag team match. Number 3, sizzling SummerSlam build. WWE continued its build for SummerSlam, and with the biggest party of the summer expanding to 2 nights, there's even more matches to hype up.
Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, Renzo gang. I don't know how to feel about SummerSlam being too nice. I just don't know how to feel about that yet. I don't know. WrestleMania 2 nights is one thing. With SummerSlam 2 nights, I don't know. That's a bit much. But I'm not gonna complain. I'm still gonna watch it. Cause my homeboy, he's having a watch party for SummerSlam this coming weekend, and I'm gonna go to that. It'll be like my first, like big, watch party for a PLE. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, like I said, I don't know how to feel about SummerSlam being 2 nights, and then who knows, they're gonna try to do Royal Rumble for 2 nights and Survivor Series. It's too much, too much. I get it, the money, but too much. It's kind of taken away from wrestling. But like I said, I'm not gonna complain. I'm still gonna be a wrestling fan today that I die. So it is what it is.
While they dropped the ball with Evolution, they're going all out for SummerSlam, and it showed with multiple segments and videos getting fans hyped for the show. Number 4, Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul confrontation. Now, speaking of SummerSlam hype, last night's confrontation between Logan Paul and Jelly Roll suggests fans could be in for a pleasant surprise when Jelly teams with Randy Orton against Paul and Drew McIntyre. While it's obvious Jelly isn't a seasoned performer, it's also obvious he has been training, not only looking fitter, but being able to work in the ring. I mean, his work punches
I
were really
guess.
good. And no one should expect a 5-star classic from him, but the rapper turned wrestler looks like he might just pull off a decent match. Plus, he's got one of the most seasoned veterans by his side to guide him through. Now, his promo against Paul was solid, and Jelly Roll's experience as an entertainer shined through, with some good timing and delivery as he mocked Logan Paul. Also, having Logan Paul
I'm not gonna lie. These two low key been hyping up. I ain't gonna lie. They standing on business. They standing on business. They hyping up the match like they supposed to. So I can't even get mad at that. Even though I don't want to see Jelly Roll perform in the ring, but him and Logan Paul, they've been doing their thing. It's like they've been hyping this match up more than any other matches that, you know. Don't get me wrong. I can't wait to see Cena and Cody Rhodes in that street fight. Because a lot, for those that don't know, John Cena's not, he's not a technical wrestler, but John Cena was more of a brawler and a somewhat of a hardcore type thing, like especially like back in the Ruthless Aggression era days when he was a doctor of thugonomics. Like John Cena was like the king of last man standing matches. He did Extreme Rules matches. He did I Quit matches. He's the king of I Quit matches. So I'm excited to see John Cena go back to that element because it's been a long time since he's been in a match like that. And those are the matches that John Cena was pretty much almost unstoppable. Like, that was John Cena's element. Wrestling matches were not his thing. He was more of a brawler. Like, when it comes to like technical wrestling, John Cena was not a technical wrestler. He was more of a brawler and a hardcore type wrestler. So if those that be like Cena can't wrestle, yeah, he can't wrestle. But as far as like brawling style, yeah, he can do that.
Fuse thank you Hogan chants for thank you Logan was pretty good, and he kept the heel heat right on him. Number 5, Chelsea Green and her service deliver again. Now, whether she's making history as a first Women's United States champion or helping put over talent before they challenge for a title, in this case Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green has become WWE's MVP, someone capable of delivering excellent matches whilst always looking
Chelsea
like
Green,
she
she's
can win.
very
Add in Piper
entertaining.
Niven and Alba Fire, and you have an entertaining act who can be plugged into any segment as needed. And a TLC match for the ages. Now, is WWE actually booking a tag title defense for the
Whoa!
PLE? That's been ages.
Whoa, I missed that part. Don't play with me. Yo, if they do that at SummerSlam, yo, this match better kick. If they do this, I don't care if it's night one or night two, this match better start. Because we already know it's not going to main event. We already know night one is going to be CM Punk and Gunther, and night two is going to be John Cena and Cody Rhodes. We know that's not going to main event. But night one or night two, that match better start off. And it better not be on the pre-show. This match better start off SummerSlam. I don't care if it's night one or night two. If this happens, my God, let it happen. Please. And someone go save the tag team division over on Raw, please.
Since
Please.
the tag titles were defended on a PLE. And no, we're not talking about the World Tag Team Championships. And now SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis is making the most of this rare occurrence by booking a 6-pack TLC match between WWE Tag Champions The Wyatt Six and the teams of Fraction, DIY, The Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, and Andrade and Rey Fenix. SmackDown has so many great teams that it would be...
Yo, I just thought about it. Oh my God. Rey Fenix is going to go, he's going to be insane. If you've seen this man outside of WWE, Rey Fenix is a monster. He's a beast. Rey Fenix is a beast. Do you hear me?
Criminal not to book them at all at arguably WWE's number 2 show of the year. But that was a good What About the Bad. Is number one, Cody versus Cena 2 feels a little flat.
It
And
definitely
Cody
is
versus
flat.
John Cena Part 2 is kind of feeling a little flat, despite
The
Cody's
match
ongoing quest to
is
regain
not
the
hyped
title
up
before John Cena
like I
retires
want
with
it to
it.
be
Even the
hyped up.
Street
The
Fighter
match is not all
stipulation
that.
isn't cutting it, and fans have to wonder
I'm
who's to
sorry.
blame. Is it Cody, John, both men, WWE booking, a combination, or something else? Cena's heel turn started slow, but began to pick up during his matches against Randy Orton and CM Punk. But now it's as if the feud is back to its pre-WrestleMania phase, when WWE was struggling to build any interest in the match. There was nothing
Yeah,
downright ugly,
I'm
as
sorry.
WWE delivered a terrific 10-bell salute to Hulk Hogan, and did so whilst also hyping the fans for SummerSlam. WWE seemed energized last night, almost as if the spirit of Hulkamania was burning bright from start to finish. What do you guys think of last night's SmackDown? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, let's move on to the
Okay.
news. Now,
To
our
the
first story
news.
looks at Chelsea Green receives death threats paying tribute to Hulk Hogan. At top of today's news is a disturbing situation involving WWE superstar Chelsea Green, as a former Women's United States Champion reports she's taking a break from social media following death threats made
Please.
to her. Chelsea informed fans, "I've tried to keep my page positive and comedic, but today a lot changed, and it hit harder than I expected. The name calling, the death threats, the faceless accounts. Social media was supposed to be a fun place, and it hasn't been for a while.
Yeah, like
Been
I said,
overwhelming."
the wrestling fans are very toxic, and y'all need to stop with the death threats. Like seriously, because one of these days, y'all that's doing all that popping off behind the internet, and y'all see these superstars, because a lot of these superstars they do not travel alone. So y'all better stop with them death threats for real, because like not only y'all get banned, but them wrestlers like outside of the ring they get down. So y'all might want to stop with the death threats because like y'all barking up the wrong tree. Like cut the death threats out, y'all. Stop. Stop that negativity. Like y'all have got to stop doing it. That stop.
And I need to step away for a little bit. Love my Patriots. The controversy began after Chelsea was asked about the passing of Hulk Hogan. Sports Illustrated provided background on what happened, saying Green faced some harsh and many would agree unfair criticism from her online fan base after she was asked by CBS News 24/7 this past Thursday to comment on the life and legacy of Hulk Hogan mere hours after his passing. Much like Cody Rhodes' address to the Hulkster on SmackDown, Chelsea's response eloquently acknowledged the controversial icon's shortcomings while also giving credit to his undeniable contributions to the pro wrestling industry. Green responded to the criticism, telling fans via X, "Let me be clear, my stance on racism is unwavering. I do not condone it, period. If my response or tweet seemed dismissive of real concerns, I sincerely apologize. This was never my intention. I try to acknowledge a death respectfully, even when the legacy is complicated. I'm learning one day at a time and will continue to learn."
At the end of the day, she's not. She's speaking facts. I mean, the man was racist, y'all. Like I said before, like outside of wrestling, I was not a fan of Hulk Hogan. So if you feel some type of way about it, don't be out here talking negative. Like don't come on my stuff with that. I'm not playing with y'all. But like I said, outside of wrestling, I was not a fan of him. But inside of wrestling, I respect what he did with the business. We're gonna leave it at that.
Apparently, that wasn't enough for certain individuals, and as a result, Green is off social media for the time being. Next up, a WWE Superstars crash at AAA event. Now, fans watching last night's
Whew.
AAA event had plenty of thrills, including a mini invasion by three WWE Superstars. Wrestling News described what happened, saying
Dirty
the show
Dom.
saw El Hijo del Vikingo issue an open challenge for the AAA Mega Championship. The challenge was first answered by Dragon Lee, and then the debuting El Grande Americano. As the three stood in the ring, another masked man appeared and attacked both Lee and Vikingo before unmasking to reveal himself as WWE Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic
WWE isn't
Mysterio,
wasting
man,
any time using
that
some
boy
of its
putting in some
luchadors
work,
to add
man.
star power to AAA
That boy is
events.
putting
You
in
may
some
recall Los
work.
Garzas recently won the promotion's AAA World Tag Team Championship, and there's no telling who will walk away with the AAA Mega Championship when the wrestlers meet at 16th August
That
TripleMania
boy putting in
33
some work. I
event.
don't care what
Next up,
nobody
Charlotte
say.
Flair has turned everything around for her. Charlotte Flair seems to be in a happier place right now as the WWE Universe continues to warm up to her after the cool reception dished out following a return earlier this year, winning the Royal Rumble. As some WWE fans seem determined to let WWE know they didn't want her in the women's title picture, a common refrain given Flair's success in WWE. However, the fans were clearly behind her during SmackDown, with one fan noticing the difference in how the fans reacted to her. In the exact same arena, by the way, just a different reaction. There's been discussions that Charlotte's candid comments about her personal struggles, including a divorce, have shown a softer side, giving fans a chance to see her as a person rather than just a wrestling character. Now, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how this plays out with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss
I'm
pursuing the
not gonna
Judgment
lie
Day for the
to
women.
you, like Charlotte Flair, I can definitely tell like she's been more. It's like she's been more positive working with Alexa Bliss, and I can see that. Like she's not snobby and snobbish like she used to be, and I like this Charlotte Flair. It makes me like her more. Even though her character, I know it's just a character, but it's like it's almost too much. Like it was too much of her. That's what I'm like, nah. But showing more of her sensitive side a little bit, I can understand and I can respect her a little more.
Women's Tag Team Championship. Next up, Alberto El Patron, forced to leave AAA.
What
Now
did
it's
he do
adios for
now?
Alberto El Patron, as the Lucha Libre legend appears to be finished with AAA following his loss to his former friend turned wrestling rival. Thanks to the match's stipulation, Patron now has to leave AAA. Alberto, best known to WWE fans as Alberto Del Rio, has been wrestling in AAA since 2023, enjoying a career resurgence after some controversies outside the ring. However, WWE's
That man stay
acquisition
with
of AAA
controversy.
had fans speculating what the future held for Patron, especially after his tumultuous exit from WWE in 2016. While Patron has repeatedly hinted at returning to WWE, nothing ever materialized, and
God
it
no,
appeared he
stay
had
where you
zero
at.
chance of returning to the promotion. Consequently, some fans believe WWE made the call for El Patron to exit AAA. There's no word on what's next for him, but he's likely able to find work elsewhere. Do you think he should come back to WWE though? Next up, Alexa Bliss gets busted open. Now, was Alexa Bliss
Mm,
okay? As fans watching Little Miss Bliss's match against Roxanne Perez noticed her nose was bleeding before the cameras cut away, leading the fans asking her on X if she's okay. Thankfully, Alexa responded tweeting, "I'm 1,000,000% totally fine. Thank you." This is great news, especially since Bliss is now involved in a major program with Charlotte Flair, and her adoring fans would be devastated if she had to take time off again. Next up, WWE cancels Tony Hinchcliffe. WWE fans hoping to catch the comedic styles of Tony Hinchcliffe after SummerSlam will now be disappointed to know that his post-SummerSlam late night featuring Tony Hinchcliffe event has now been cancelled. Wrestling News is reporting the show was scheduled to
I,
take place
I,
on Saturday, August 2nd at the Virgin Performing Arts Center in New Jersey, serving as a late night entertainment option for fans in town for the massive two-night premium live event at MetLife Stadium. They noted that the show was planned as the second installment of the WWE Late Night series, a new concept from the company. The inaugural event, billed as the Roast to WrestleMania, which took place during WrestleMania 41 weekend in April at Philadelphia's Trocadero Theater, was considered a success. A PW Insider claims that the event was cancelled due to light ticket sales. Sometimes light ticket sales doesn't stop the WWE. Were they worried that fans will be recording the event like they did with WrestleMania 41's roast that leaked online? And finally, Maven apologizes. Now,
for
right after the
what?
passing of Hulk
What he
Hogan,
do?
former WWE star, now YouTube star Maven Huffman found himself in a little hot water by some fans who called out his inappropriate thumbnail for the video, which was odd as Maven had nothing but good things to say about Hulk Hogan in the video. And Maven took to social media to address the issue, saying, "Hey guys, Zach and I want to apologize for the thumbnail on the Hulk Hogan video. We didn't create a custom thumbnail like we usually do for our videos. As a result, YouTube automatically chose a frame where I was smiling, which didn't reflect the tone of my thoughts. As I said in the video, I'm saddened by Hulk Hogan's passing. I understand that Hogan's legacy is polarizing, but that doesn't diminish the impact
I'm thinking because like when he was smiling when he did his video, he probably was reminiscing about the good times he might have had with Hulk Hogan, and YouTube just decided to choose that part of the thumbnail. Okay, that's understandable. I get
that
it.
he's had on the
I
business.
get
I
it.
will forever appreciate the legacy he left. We've updated the video with a custom thumbnail that better reflects the message. Going forward, we'll be more diligent with every aspect of our
You gotta
content
be
and take
careful
the
with your
time to get things
thumbnails.
right. As stated in the video, humans make mistakes, and we made one yesterday. I hope you guys can forgive us. I'm sure fans won't take any issues from this clear oversight from Maven. But there you have it, folks. Our look at SmackDown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Okay, Renzo gang. Now, as far as the Cody and John Cena match, the match is not really getting hyped up. It's I don't know. It's very stale, and it's a street fight. So this match needs to definitely be hyped up. I don't know. I don't know. I think, and then there are rumors that Cena's supposed to turn back babyface and Cody's supposed to go heel. I don't know how that's going to turn out, so we'll see. And if Cody do happen to win, I don't know because because he's going to be filming Street Fighter with Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes going to be playing Guile. So I don't know, but like I said, Jelly Roll and Logan Paul has been promoting their match like really good. They understood the assignment. Now I feel like the United States Championship title match between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa in a steel cage. I feel like that match. I feel like Tama Tonga is going to return. But the question is he going to return back to Solo's MFT bloodline, or is he going to side with Jacob Fatu? Because before he left, Tama Tonga been rocking with Jacob Fatu. But the thing is, you got both Tongaloa and Tala Tonga, his younger brothers. So he gonna always be with his brothers. But at the same time, it's kind of like Souls Cole kind of kicked him out and exiled him because that was Tama Tonga's name that he gave him MFT. So I don't know. We'll see. But and like I said before, wrestling fans like stop with the death threats. Y'all stop. Chelsea Green was not wrong for what she said. She wasn't. But and I understand she gotta take some time on social media. I understand it because y'all do too much behind that phone. Y'all do too much. I probably would have done the same thing, but in the day, in person, y'all not gonna do nothing. So that being said, just stop acting like internet thugs. Stop doing that. But anyway, post some comments down below. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this reaction video, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to your boy. You feel me? I love y'all, Renzo gang. I'll see y'all next time.